it out the mud. It feel different when you get it out the mud.
Welcome back to Conversations Over Chess. I'm here with my friend, my brother, AJ. We're here to have a great conversation. This is an individual who I went to college with, an individual who knows me very well, an individual who I'm living this life with. I'm glad and excited to have you on the podcast. Welcome to Conversations Over Chess.
Pleasure, man. Pleasure having you.
How are you feeling today?
Can't complain.
Can't complain.
Another day, another dollar.
Do you know how to play chess or?
No.
Do you want to learn one day?
Not in this. I stay in my lane.
You stay in your lane. What is your lane?
Not chess.
Not chess. Understand. This show or this episode is actually in part me giving you your flowers.
Okay.
What that means is that you have been a great friend to me since the time that I've met you. I'm 27. You're 25, if I'm not mistaken.
20. Yeah.
25. I always called you the young wild one because even in school you was always mixy. But what you have done for me personally has been a great friend. And one thing here on the episode that we want to talk about is that how your loss, because I know your story a little bit, is about how you lost your friend at a young age of 11 years old. One of your best friends. So do you mind talking about that today?
Yeah, no problem, man. You're correct. I did lose my best friend at the age of 11 to leukemia.
Okay.
It's kind of a funny story. A little bit background about myself to make it like
to give it to people
come
context.
all together. Yeah. So every summer, like almost I think every family would do together. They take summer trips.
Yeah.
Going to Virginia Beach. Me, my mother, my dad, my grandmother, and his name was Mervin.
Okay.
And me and Merv came to Virginia Beach. Go down there, have fun, do what we do all day. At the end of the summer, because my father was a basketball coach.
All right.
A college basketball coach during at that time. So we didn't have free until the end of the summer. So came back, come back from hot weather. I was living in Delaware at the time, cold, semi-weather.
Yeah.
You get down there and you get back, you think it's like a little cold.
Yeah.
You down Virginia Beach, towards the water, the beach, sun, hot, sunny.
Yeah, get that wind coming off.
It wasn't a cold, actually. It ended up becoming, he had to go to the hospital, got sick a little bit, and ended up having leukemia.
Okay.
It hit me different because he wasn't with his family.
Yeah.
So it's different, like you be with somebody, they get sick, or they on the trip or something, or they got. If the whole situation happened, his mother was with us.
Yeah,
it's different. He was with me. My mother was his protection at the time.
Yeah,
all those type things. So he go back, he gets sick. I seen him one time in the hospital. Never seen them again. I still remember the day he died. Still to this day, my dad picked me up from school, got me from the bus stop or whatever, took me to Wendy's, and got me some food.
Yeah,
it was not normal.
Yeah.
I was like, Dad, why you take me to get Wendy's? You want Wendy's today? I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Then we go to my grandmother's house. He's sitting in the Wendy's line. Before we get to my grandmother's house, sitting in the Wendy's line at the second window where you pay.
Yeah.
He break the news while the food coming out. It was like a movie theater jump.
Yeah.
It's like he break the news, food come out. I'm just stuck.
Yeah.
I eat my food, of course. I'm hungry. Sure. But then we go out my grandmother's house. My grandmother talked to me, asked me, okay. My mother was working closer to my grandmother's house, like 45 to an hour away.
Okay.
So it was all that stuff, and that's how that happened. Got his name tatted behind my ear, represent me to this day.
How has that loss affected you growing up at 11 years old and now becoming 25 years old? How has that losing a best friend at that age?
It affected me as far as trusting people a little bit.
Okay.
Because you got 11.
Yeah.
So you got best friend at 11 that you think everybody got best friends at 11.
Yeah.
10, 9, whatever. You grow up best friend, but everybody at that age, it'd be that one person that was your actual best friend. You always was with that person. Y'all went to their house. They would take trips. Like that's who he was. Like I said. You known him since diapers, so we did everything together. I go to his house. He lived in a different school district. At one point, because my father worked together at the same school.
Okay.
His father would bring him, because you know how school district stuff is, you gotta be in a certain area,
Yeah.
live in area. His father would pick him up, bring him to my house every morning, stay at my house, we eat breakfast, go to school, come back to my house before he go home. So like he lived with me basically.
Yeah, you
So
guys
it
was
wasn't
biggest
like
thieves.
that. So we did everything. His birthday, hanging around his family. He was a Miami Hurricanes fan. He played football.
Oh,
He
okay.
wasn't really that. He was the first dual sport athlete I've seen. He played football and basketball. He was decent in basketball, but he was a football genetic.
Yeah.
His father loved the
What
Hurricanes.
position in both?
I think he was a linebacker.
Oh, he was big then.
Yeah, he's big, little chubby boy.
He was big.
Linebacker. Always love number 4. That's why I throw 4s up all the time.
Okay, I did not know that. I did
And,
not know that. I thought that was because of whatchamacall, Hefe.
Oh nah.
I literally always thought that was because of him. What's the artist's name?
Shy Glizzy. You thought it was for Shy Glizzy. Nah,
Yeah.
it's for him. He always wore number 4 in basketball, and
Yeah.
he said that was his favorite number. So I'll throw 4s up every time to represent him.
Okay. You mentioned that your father was a coach. I know obviously that you are coaching now. Is that something that you always was like, hey, I've been around the game my entire life. I know what I'm going to do when I grow up, or it's something you had to get a little bit, grow into a little bit?
Grew into it. So I grew up on a college campus.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I know, you could say. HBCU. So that's probably the worst thing I should know growing up. So I've been around the HBCU environment, homecomings, different schools, traveling tournaments every March. I was always leaving this weekend, go to this school, go watch the game, all that stuff. So it wasn't my plan. My plan was just to go to school and play ball.
Okay.
I wasn't like most kids growing up. My father coached basketball.
Yeah.
I knew the game. I was thrown into politics at the age of 7. Funny story, basketball politics at the age of 7. Funny story, had like little Pee Wee Jones. We was like 5 years old, and you know how the ref walk with you, and even though the kid double dribble, he don't call it. He said you got double dribble. Yeah. So I had a team. It was nice. It was a girl on our team. She was nice. She actually went to school, played ball too as well. So we took the ball, got the ball. I was the best player. I got the ball, ran, did a layup. Referee, it was on video, VHS back then too. I had the tape for everything. Got the ball, did the layup. Referee like, you can't do that. You gotta slow down. Mm-hmm. I said, huh? I said, that's not how you play basketball, sir. He said, you advance. I said, well, I ain't got nothing to do with me. This is basketball that I got. That's what I got to give with. So I'm living with it. So it was that. And then like even playing racquetball, I was more advanced. I didn't really care about, I cared about winning.
Yeah, more than anything.
More than anything. I didn't really care about who was on my team. I didn't grow up with teams. I did when I was younger, but once we get to that record, they start drafting away. There's always number 1 draft pick. I want him. I shoot 3s. That's all I did. I ain't shoot nothing else. And layups. I played defense. So that's the only thing I did. So my basketball journey to college is pretty unique. It's different than others. But I was just, back to your topic, I was just wanting to go to school, play ball.
All right.
I knew that if I wasn't going to the league, I just wanted to go to school.
Yeah.
So I wasn't going no PWI unless I had a real shot at going to the league or going somewhere good overseas. If not, I go CIAA, MEAC, SWAC, go thug it out with my people and have fun.
Has your father only coached at HBCUs?
Yeah, he coached middle school.
I'm saying
he coached high school.
Level.
Oh, college level? Nah, he's just on the HBCU.
Only HBCUs.
He got introduced to an HBCU and was there for 17 years. Something that you kind of never see in college basketball unless you at Tom Izzo's, Bill Selfs, and all those legends of the college game. So he's been there. I did that. I didn't really know I wanted to coach basketball until about my junior, senior year.
Okay.
Actually, like semi-junior, senior year. Yeah, junior, senior year. And it wasn't even about coaching at first. It was just about training. And
Yeah.
I got into that. I got into that aspect of the world. Then I was like, might as well take it to the court, start
Speaking
coaching.
of training, you actually own your own training practice, which is right there on your shirt.
Yeah, Lord, no.
Training.
Hard soul.
How did that come
Training.
about? What do you do? Like, plug yourself in.
So, as you remember, when we was in school, when I first got there, I played basketball.
Yeah. Living
with my teammates, seeing you do work. Yeah, seen this man do a lot of homework instead of go outside and have fun.
Yeah.
It's dumb. At that time.
Facts.
But doing that though, like seeing them, and then I wasn't on scholarship. I was told to come, but wasn't on scholarship, which is known throughout the basketball community.
Yeah.
My coach that recruited me, they left. So had new dude, didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
Funny thing, he made a group chat when he first got there. Everybody that was on scholarship.
Yeah.
Not everybody was a part of the program. Like he was told who was a part of the program. So I was like, oh, okay, you already shiesty right there by doing that.
Yeah.
But he gave me. I sat down with him, had a talk with him. I gave him an ultimatum. He didn't really want to like it. I was like, all right.
The ultimatum?
The ultimatum was the summertime. I sat down and talked to him. He kind of knew who I was. He knew who my peoples was. Kind of understood. He never seen me play though. So my ultimatum was, I know I'm not on scholarship. I respect the business. I got a father that did what you're doing.
Yeah.
Let me do summer workouts and workouts when school start. And if you like me, summer workouts when school start, open gym. If you like me, I continue.
Yeah.
I ain't off you. I ain't looking for no scholarship. I ain't looking for nothing else. I ain't looking for a jersey number or a locker.
Yeah.
I just want you to be on team. Like me, you like me. If you don't, by all means, cool with it. I'm just not trying out for something.
Yeah.
I was just a part of, not even 6 months ago, doing academic meetings, study hard hours, traveling on the winter. I'm not trying out for people that's doing. Not saying I'm better than those people. I'm just saying I was already put in that category. Yeah. So keep me in that category. You like me, you don't, you don't. It is what it is.
And I'm assuming he didn't take that ultimatum.
He didn't take the ultimatum. He wanted me to try out to show him a leadership. I was like, I could show you in pickup.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing, but you want me to do that against people that's trying hard, or you going through a process that's not really your real process of how you want to run your program.
No, understandable.
So it's different for me.
One thing that I wanted to circle back to is that you touched on that. Obviously, your father is a coach, been in the coaching game for a long time, and you are obviously the coach's son. I've seen, by playing AAU basketball, a friend of mine, Donovan Fields, his father was actually second in charge at the AAU program, coached us some games, but basically was around us. And I've seen the clashes that they've had. Mm-hmm. How has your coach being your father, what clashes did you ever have, if any at all? Like, what does that relationship look like? Because it's one thing to yell at myself to say, hey, go make the live, be getting into me. But it's another thing when that's your son and you have to go home with him at night. So what does that look like, coach's son perspective, when it's actually your dad?
You want the truth?
I want the truth, raw and uncut.
Okay. So people will say it's biased. I went to the school my dad coached at, yes. Mm-hmm. But he was an assistant coach. He wasn't the head coach. Okay. So somebody also has to have
there's a final say above him.
There's a final say above him, right?
Yeah.
Even though the final say might be, all right, yeah, bring him along, but he had to still see me play. I just did, and I held my own, honestly, at the Division I level. So outside of that, my father's never coached me.
Your father's never coached you?
No.
No? Not at AAU,
I could
nothing?
Count probably on two hands, double times.
Has he at least worked you out? Like
less than 20.
Workouts? Never?
Five guys probably made.
I think that's the problem with Coach Mike and them.
Less than probably. He'd probably been more than 20, but probably 20 that I could remember. Less than 20.
Yeah.
Not because he don't want to be there.
No, I'm assuming so. Yeah.
He's always gone, or he's.
Oh, because he was already having to do it at the collegiate level.
Yeah, he's already at the collegiate level, so he's always gone on a crew trip, game, prep, something. something always came up.
All right.
So it was me and my mother rocking with me, yelling, and I tell my
Yeah.
mother, "Shut up!" No, when I'm playing the game.
Hopefully you didn't say it like
I
that.
did. I thought, "Shut up, sit down.
Oh,
I
Lord.
don't want to hear you talk. Let me focus. You talking about stuff that I don't want to hear. You talk
So
about
with
my
him
attitude."
always being away, then how has that relationship been? Because obviously I've seen it point of view where Coach Mike was a law enforcement officer in New York City, would drive an hour upstate to where we live to make sure he was at every practices, went at every game, every AAU tournament. So I've seen a father who was there all the time, and now you're saying that your father wasn't there all the time. So how was that dynamic, and how has that affected you, if at all?
Effects. Obviously, you want your pops to be there.
Yeah.
See, when he was there,
Yeah.
I mean, you want to see him at every game. It affected but my father was the type of dude. If you want it, you gonna go get it, no matter about any means necessary.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even about like workouts. You really don't want to work out. You should be doing stuff at your house.
Yeah.
Why I gotta push you to come work out? That's the same thing I go with my own stuff. Like my clients, I don't call them to work out.
Yeah.
When I was at Delaware State training kids, it's something different. I'm there. I got a couple people that I might want to get better at, so I'm attacking them. But after I got to a level, I don't call you to work out. Even the kids I coach high school, I don't call them to work out. This is your journey, not mine. I already did my part. This is your journey. So if you want to reach a different level, this is what you got to do. You got to put the work in. You can't always have somebody in the back of your ear telling you go strive for something. You got one for yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah. You actually introduced me to an individual and a couple, Brian and Sade. So as you guys are being teachers, I'll ask you the same question I asked him: are the kids the future?
Kids are the future. They're always going to be the future. That's why we make them.
All right.
That's why the process is like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
I mean, somebody that's always going to be next. Kids are the future. It's just what future that is for them. They got to make it. Goes back to my point of you got to win it for yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell kids all the time as a teacher by myself, first year, not coming from education background at all.
Yeah.
I have my ups and downs, but I always tell them, I try to give life lessons like you got one for yourself. Ain't nobody gonna care for you like I may care for you, or like you said, Brian, the way he may care for you is just different. We 25 years old. We used to be in your shoes. We can understand where you're coming from. We kind of grew up in your day and age. Miss James, that's 36, ain't coming from maybe pushing 40.
Yeah, it's a different.
Don't come from your.
I feel like this is the perfect age to mentor somebody, because with me being 27, I'm not so far removed, but I'm removed far enough. And I try to tell anybody, just look at me and just know that I've never been the smartest cookie. I've just had to work twice as hard, and you can be where I'm at and even past that if you just put in the work. And one thing that I had to learn is by looking at my peers is that if you put that work in early on, not worrying about the ladies, not worrying about chasing the wrong thing, not worrying about doing wrong, but if you put in the work towards that goal that you want, just that chopping the wood mentality, you will over time get to that destination.
Yeah,
so that's one thing.
And that's what it's all about. And like you may know, not a lot of people, like I got a lot on my plate. Like I deal with a lot every day. Like what dude you know deal with 124 kids a day, coach 3 basketball teams, 1 middle school, 1 JV, and the national team. The national team that travels all over the place. I'd have been in Virginia, Utah, Florida, all parts of Maryland, like where you got travel.
Yeah.
And it's not. And playing the best of the best. So it's like, that's a lot. And on top of that, JVT, dealing with the babies is like middle school. You got to deal with parents more than anything. It's different from the high school, my national team. Obviously, national team, they want to strive to be, my kid want to go D1. Well, everybody can't go D1, first of all. And then with the middle school, I want my kid to play. Well, I had a rule, because I coached with Brian. My rule was, Brian, I did substitutions. I told him, don't worry about no conversations with parents. Yeah, I handle that. And I told him, like I told parents, it's middle school. I'm not gonna let a kid get embarrassed in 7th grade
Yeah.
in front of DMV middle school games packed out. And I had 3 canceled because of altercations. So that's how you know they be lit.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not about to have a kid get embarrassed and get talked about over basketball, something that person probably doesn't have control of over. He put that work in,
Mm-hmm.
and ain't nobody getting a scholarship in the 7th grade.
Yeah. No, you gotta be.
Ain't nobody going to
be
the league
LeBron
in
at
the
that
7th
point.
grade. Ain't nobody going to the league in the 7th grade. So
Yeah.
it's like, and you don't know who these names are. It's when banners go up, it's just that school. It
Yeah.
don't say Austin Tyson.
Yeah.
They ain't on that job.
So following up with you being so busy, what is your end game? Like, what is your end goal in mind? Because you're traveling across the country, you're coaching several teams, you're a teacher full time. What is your
And
end
I
goal?
train.
And you train
Yeah.
as well with your own company. So, what is the end goal in mind for you?
The end goal is to put 3 away and stick to 1. And that's I'm going to be
Mm-hmm.
a Division 1 head coach somewhere at a university, preferably at HBCU, because I want to do
my question is, it preferably at an HBCU?
I want to do the impossible, man.
Yeah.
People feel like they can't do it. I want to turn HBCU into a PWI. It's possible, athletically. It's possible.
think,
it just takes the right person to do
I
it.
think that's the running joke for Colorado, is that Coach Prime is making Colorado a PWI into an HBCU. So we'll see if he can get it done.
I mean, if you want to be technical, PWI has always been an HBCU.
Explain.
Look at the basketball teams. It's only a couple schools of PWIs that's predominantly fully white.
I don't know. We'll have to get the statistics on that, but
look at the football teams.
No, the athletes for sure have predominantly been black, but I don't know about the overall institution about being
nah.
Yeah, I was just saying.
But one thing people gotta realize that what runs those universities.
Don't get it twisted. The Alabamas of the world, those football players are bringing the gazillions of dollars into the school, so I understand.
But like I tell you this funny joke. I tell people, I said Duke might have a great doctor's nursing program, which they do
for sure.
But in the back, that might be in the back of their mind.
Yeah.
In the front of their mind, they want to be a part of Cameron Crazy.
Yeah. No, for sure.
They want to say, I was there with Zion. I was there. I was in the crowd screaming with ESPN. Dick Vitale was right there at the bottom. You can see me on ESPN right there. They like that stuff. That's why they got the best vet. They like that.
It's a part of the college experience as well.
Yeah.
Too. That's probably what they're selling to those kids when they come here. Not only will you be the best doctorate program or whatever it may be,
get
but
the
you'll
CDs.
Experience. We're sending out 9 Division 1 to the NBA and NFL. So
they like to be in that environment. Yeah. And there's no way that we have. I think it's like 3 or 4 college football arenas that hold more than pro arenas.
Yeah.
In football.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
So what we really selling here? Sports is the root of everything, man.
Yeah, I feel you. Gotta follow the money, what I say. So jumping to the messy part, because I really know you. You just said that you traveled a lot, right?
Yeah.
So what is it going to take for you to settle down with a young lady? Are you currently single right now?
Yes, I am.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
What would it take for you to settle down?
What it take for me to settle down?
Yeah.
The right human being, man. You gotta realize this. It's more to it than just relationships, physical thing. It's all about the mental.
Okay.
Explain. Like, you don't want to just get married to anybody that ain't mentally great.
Okay.
All right. That's and true. Mentally compatible with yourself. So, for prime example, for me, I seen it firsthand. Right. My dad coached basketball for 17 years. That's basically my whole high school coming.
Yeah.
Right. It's been me and my mother.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she only had 1 kid. So it's me and my mother. That's like almost single family living.
Yeah.
Basically, because from we talking about homecoming starts in October to March,
Yeah.
cuz in and out.
So
Right.
what has it been hard on your mom, you were saying, for that 17-year span?
Nah, I rock with my mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mother love each other. We fight like we married, yeah. But I love my mother. You know, we have our days, we have our moments, you know. Mom call me every day,
Yeah.
twice, probably 3 times a day.
No, for sure.
Me and my dad is different. We like brotherhood.
Yeah.
We ain't gotta talk every day. We already know
So
what's
you
up.
all right? You breathing?
You good?
I love you.
Right, bye. We
Yeah.
know what's up. You good, but we have our moments with stuff that we like, you know.
Yeah.
Like me and my dad used to sit down and watch Nat Geo Wild,
Okay.
watch cheetahs chasing, hunt stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I like cats.
Okay.
Those type cats, but I don't like regular
Yeah.
cats.
No, for
I don't
sure.
do
So
that.
circling back, you were saying that in order to settle down with a woman, you have to be mentally there.
They-
Have you found? Have you been in multiple relationships up until this point, or meaning like you've
been
dated
in
before?
situationships, I ain't been
Situationships,
in
entanglements, whatever you want to call them.
I'm
Have
doing.
you
I
felt
don't do
any-
entanglements. Entanglements is something different.
Nah.
That's married people dating people talking to more people at one. That's too
Nah,
much.
you don't do
I
entanglements.
don't do entanglements.
So you've known
leave that
other-
to Will and Jade. I don't do that. Man. I don't do that right now.
So, have you met up until this point, 25 years old, an individual who you thought was almost that person for you, that was mentally there, that could have been that person for forever?
Of course, yeah. I met somebody like that,
Yeah.
but I warned them at the beginning. That's one thing I do.
Yeah,
Now that I'm in what I want to do, I'm gonna tell you,
yeah.
I'm chasing my goal. I want you to chase your goal as well.
Okay,
But as we chase these goals, my end goal is 30. By the time I turn 30, I need to be settled.
okay.
I gotta be in the Division I assistant job somewhere, head coach or somewhere, or at least somewhere stable, getting a job where I feel like I can
Yeah.
chill out here until that job potentially comes
Yeah,
or go whatever. Because contracting in college basketball is 3 to 4 years.
okay.
So I either need to be starting in that 3 to 4 years or be in that second year.
Yeah,
So I know that we comfortable. I feel like wherever I go, I'm gonna win anyway, because what I bring to the table, to a staff or whatever.
Yeah.
So I let people know, like, I'm busy, man. I'm busy, man. I ain't got all day.
yeah.
I'm a
if,
fake.
if she's taking away from you being with basketball, then that's when there's just some type of clash. You're saying essentially.
You can't take me away.
Okay.
I'm around it so much.
So what happened was what happened to the individual who almost was it?
Nah, she thought that, I ain't gonna say she take me away. It didn't really hit her. She understood it at first.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I could deal with it. Like, I'll be cool.
She said, "I'm
with it.
down the ride."
I'm
And then she got
down.
on the ride and was
I'm
like, "I
down.
want to get off."
Yeah, it was like when it was okay. Well, I really don't see that much.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, well, right now
I'm in
My-
season.
I'm in season. So what
Yeah.
you want me to do? I said I'm either going, like, at one point it was literally go to school 9 to 4:30.
hmm
Did at one point it was having 2 practices a day.
Yeah.
So you going from, I can do really 3 practices a day. I was missing 1.
Mm.
I was always missing a practice every day.
Yeah.
So on Tuesdays I had 3 practices. I go 9 to 4:30, go school.
Yeah.
Then I have the babies, which is middle school. I call them babies because they ain't some babies.
Yeah.
I go middle school from 6 to 7:30. Some days I miss that if we go 6 to 7:30. If we go 4:30 to 6,
Yeah.
I was cool. So let's say we go 4:30 to 6. We go 4:30 to 6. My national team, which I care about the most, I care about all my kids, but
Yeah.
that's the one I'm trying to make my money with.
Yeah.
They going from 3:30 to 5:30. So I'm already missing that because I get out of school at 4:30. That's only an hour left. So I do middle school 4:30 to 6, and then leave that, go do JV by myself.
Yeah.
Like, not by myself. I'm not say that. My man Izzy helped me out with it too because he's assistant coach. Go with him 7 to 8:30.
Yeah.
So you talking about then with the JV, I gotta be there till everybody get picked up.
So you're busy, man, all day basically.
Yeah, I ain't going home till 9, 10 o'clock. Gotta eat, shower, wake up,
Yeah.
do it back again. And what I'm what I'm living right now, I live with my players. My players live with me in a townhouse.
Yeah.
So I'm their responsibility at the end of the day.
One thing that I was challenged on because I feel like I use that same. I call it a cop out, and I'm not saying that's a cop out for you, but I use that cop out in the same way of saying I'm busy, I'm focused, I'm on the grind till I'm 30. I want all these things. And one thing that my sister's friend, and shout out to Moet, she challenged me on is like, why can't you do that and build with somebody along the way, along that journey? And I appreciate her for challenging me that because I was like, as a simpleton, I'm like, I didn't think about that. Finding somebody who was okay with you being on for 12 days out of the week and still loving you from afar. So have you ever thought to find that? Because I just feel like sometimes we're just wasting that time where it's just like, I could do it at such and such point, but it's like, you can do it now. Everything that you're saying that you want to do now, you can do that now with somebody along the journey. And I feel like I'm in that space where it's just like, okay, I've been doing it so far that I haven't had anybody, but I know subconsciously I want somebody now, not when I'm at the top of the mountaintop, because you're going to love me for something different when I'm get up there.
Oh yeah, nah. I thought about, me, bro. I think ahead.
But they might not know you.
I know. I thought I said you know you.
Yeah.
I said you. I ain't say they don't know me yet. They trying to get to know me. That's the problem.
It go down.
So look, but I do. I think about that.
Yeah.
And
do you want a family?
Yeah, of course. What, 5 kids?
5?
Yeah.
This is news to me.
Yeah, 5 kids.
Why 5? You're only child, correct?
I got a sister.
You got a sister, older, correct?
Yes, you're older. Yeah.
Why you want 5?
I just want 5. I like family, man. Always. I grew up as only
you gotta
child.
Start now, then.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? But nah, I thought about that though.
Yeah.
It's thought about that goes into when you get close to somebody and you say, all right, you want to take this step, so then you ask them, what do you bring to the table? What is your baggage? What is your package? Some of the packages, I do all of this stuff, right? So then I answer my own questions by saying I give you all this, but the way that we could get around this is that these things right here, they useful if you use them the right way.
Definitely.
They right. So they got FaceTime, text messages, phone calls, Google Meet. They got all about 30 video chat ways you could do. I'll be on FaceTime all day at work if I have to. I don't care.
No. So you are willing, if somebody is willing to be on that ride with you, you are willing to.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the beauty of it. I think the one thing I think that people don't like to do is the LDs. That's what I call it.
What's that?
The LD.
Long distance?
Long distance.
That's what STD is that? I ain't never heard that.
There you go. Thinking wrong.
They got an LD now? Jesus.
Thinking wrong.
No.
Don't nobody want to do long distance.
Yeah.
They're afraid of it because of what can happen.
What do you want? If a woman was to be on a date with you right now, and ask you, what do you want? What would you say to them?
Stability.
Okay. But that almost contradicts everything that you're doing right now. Your job, at least.
Stability, consistency, and commitment. That's all it is to it.
And what would you be bringing to the table for them?
Stability, commitment, consistency, encouragement.
All right. We're going to end it right there. I appreciate you for joining me for the show, man. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining me over Conversations Over Chess. See you on the next episode.
Nothing ever comes to a sleeper but a dream. So I'm woke, try and get that money any means. Used to watch mom sweat them clothes to get them clean. Grew up in the slums, ain't shit that I ain't seen. And it's still free, all the guys till they free. Couple niggas crippin' and the others throwing bees. One thing for sure, they gon' all ride for me. Cause we ain't never phased no gang family.
Yeah, I be telling, man. Gotta promote Essential and shit.
Good? Oh, yeah, like I always ask you. Really good.
Took a couple L's, but we like to call those lessons. Coming from the Berg, I was taught to pay attention. Cause them snakes out hissing and they'll sneak you in a second. For that I keep a circle that be tighter than a virgin. Couple niggas screaming, fuck the law, ready for purging. Tell them let the 40 touch a nigga like it's flirting. A lot of hidden hate, oh, y'all thought y'all was lurking. But ain't no time to lack, nah, I'm always observant. Grew up in the field, but I never played the corner. Still could jam a nigga if I don't like the route he running. I've been underground, running around like head tummy. Came from the bottom, I swear I started with nothing. So how can niggas hate? I swear to love it all be fake. Smiling in my face but wanna do me like I'm ace. That's why I say my grace before I put them on a plate. Cause I know I'm too important like a fucking uppercase. And life is like a race, it's just all about the pace. For a little money, dudes become a big disgrace. The fake come and go, but the real can't be replaced. They say the sky's the limit, only limit I embrace. And I'm about $1, no surprise I get the cake. Cause I was taught to hustle in any weather, cannot wait. I done had to starve just to make sure others ate. My pain versus your hurt is something that cannot relate. They try to lock the door, I kicked that bitch like Kevin Gates. Couple roadblocks I ran through like I was freight. Heart of a lion, I was molded by the apes. That's why I stand talking, never fall, ain't no debate. I'm on a mission, I gotta get it. For all them long nights, the oven had to heat the kitchen. For all them starving nights, I went to sleep just to forget it. No food, but the sink was always full of dishes. Check the refrigerator, knowing nothing even in it. Nights like that can turn a young boy into a menace. Same reason I don't give a fuck about no feelings. Cause I'ma be starving till I count 100 million. Part of my bag, nigga.